Hello everyone and welcome back to Unit 5 and the name of the unit is Functions and Pointer. I have you, there was a misprint in previous slides that the unit name was specified as function, not functions and pointers. So I apologize for that. So it's our turn to get to the pointers now. So pointers are special kind of variables. What they store, they do not store simply integers or floating point numbers or characters. Okay, so they instead of these numbers or characters, they store addresses of other variables. I told you earlier that there are three important things that you that are kept in mind while declaring a variable. So a variable has three things. First, it has a name. Secondly, it has its value that we give it to the variable, or it can store a garbage value in case we are not giving it any value. Okay. Thirdly, we have the address of that particular variable, and we have not much used address, uh, but we have used address. We use address of the variable while scanning the value itself. Okay. So the pointer is a variable that store address of other variable. Okay, or you can say uh, other variable, and there are two main operators that we need to use while using pointers. First is ampersand, that is address of operator, also called as reference operator, and it just simply gives the address of a variable, and asterisk or that we are going to use now. I am going to demonstrate you how to use that operator. It is also called as indirection operator or value of address operator. Okay, so how we can declare an pointer? First of all, we need to specify which kind of variable the pointer is going to point to. When I say the pointer is going to point to, then I mean that pointer is going to store address of which kind of variable. Okay, if the pointer is going to store a variable address of an integer type variable, then the pointer should be of integer type only, and the size of the pointer will be same as the size of the various types of variable it is going to point, or the type of pointer it is. And you can have any type of pointer. You can have long pointer, you can have double pointer, you can have float character pointer, and then you have integer pointer. Okay, so the syntax for declaration of an pointer is you need to specify the data type the pointer is going to point to, and then asterisk and the name of the pointer, and the name of the pointer will follow the same rule that we have for the naming of variables or the identifiers. Okay, and then we have pointer name equals to address of a variable to which the pointer is going to point to. Okay, or you can say the value, or you can say the address of the pointer which the pointer is going to store. So this is the long way around, and then we have a short way. We can do declaration and initialization of pointer in single line only. We need to specify the data type, then the asterisk pointer name, and then equals to address of the variable whose address we are going to store to the pointer. Okay, pointer is going to store. So we need to declare the pointer of same type to which type of variable it is going to point to, and then we need to store the address in it, and this is all about. Okay, so let's declare an integer variable, integer x. Let its value be 300, and let's declare another pointer star ptr. Let the pointer be ptr, and I'm going for the short way. I'm going to write address of x. I'm going to store the address of x in it. Okay, now you can see in here I'm going to print out the value of uh, ptr, and I'm going to print out the address of x. Okay, so for that I have %p for address, and then we have Then let's take a next line and then percentage p again. Okay, first we need to print out the address of x, then I'm going to print out the value of ptr. Okay, and let's see what we are receiving. Oh, ptr. Okay, pr, not prt, ptr. You can see in here we are getting the same addresses value because ptr is storing the address of x itself. Okay, and let's see what we have in here in detail. So we have a variable, integer variable x, whose value is 300. Then we have its associated address, and that address is stored by ptr. The value of ptr, or you can say the ptr is storing this hexadecimal number, or basically the address of x, or it is pointing to the x. Okay, and we have this ptr as an integer pointer, and the pointer itself has its own address because it is going to get a memory block also. It is going to have its own address also. So now what we can do, we can access the value of x, or we can access the value of the variable the pointer is pointing to, and for that we have an operator that is indirection, or you can say value at address operator. You can read it as value at the particular address the ptr is storing. The value of ptr is this, which is the address of x. So you can abbreviate it as address value at this address. What is the value at this address? Value at this address is 300. That is why we are going to receive this number as an output. And in case of address of ptr, then we are going to get the address of ptr, not the address of x. We are going to get the address of ptr number. Okay, and ptr pointer. Okay, and if you are simply going to print out ptr, so its value is going to get printed out. So let's demonstrate it with the program itself, and let's have the separate printing statement for each, so that our program gets more clear. Address of x, and you cannot use this star operator with x because it is not a pointer. Okay, it is not storing any address. Okay, so percentage p ampersand x and control C, command V. So we are going to do some things, and I'm going to address of ptr, and we have ptr is storing what ptr is storing, ptr. Then we have star ptr, star ptr. We need to specify percentage d because this is going to give us a value, not address. Okay, we need to add new line character after each statement so that our program gets more readable, program becomes more readable. So we can see in here the address of x is this number, BFF 398, and the address of P is BFF 390, and the PTR, you can say the PTR itself is storing the address of x only. It is similarly as address of x only, and the value at PTR, or you can say the value to which PTR is pointing, is 300. Okay, and we can also print the value of x over here, percentage d, and we have x is storing 300. Okay, new line character. You can see here now the address of x is this number 398. You can see the value of x is 300, and we can access the value of x through its pointer, or you can say this pointer is pointing towards x. That is why the value at the address that PTR is storing is going to be 300, and PTR itself is storing the address of x, and address of PTR, or you can say PTR is having its own address also. Okay, so this was all about pointers or basic understanding of pointers. And next up we have call by value and call by reference. Those are important topics, so go to the next video.